Friday's up. That's a little bit more exciting than the music I'm playing. Happy Friday, everybody. Welcome back to the channel. This is Arts of the Round Table. My name is Mello. That is the Hulk. We are recreating this cover from 1978 by the amazing Ernie Chan with the artwork inside of Sal Buscema, Big Sal, and Joe Rubinstein. That's great work. Anyway, this is what we're doing today. We're going to do the finishing touches as much as humanly possible. But yeah, thank you guys for hanging out. I think this is going to be it. This is the last day of this palette. It is drying out. I didn't use the right paper, but that's all right. We live and learn. It's getting dry. It's still moist in here, but not enough. It's not penetrating enough this palette paper. So the pigments are getting dry. This is my tools today. My Winsor Newtons and my Artezas. And then just to give a little bit more pop, more zip on the yellow, we're gonna go with pure cadmium yellow acrylic for this right here. Cool. And that's it. That's what we rocking with today. So come in, get comfortable, pull up a seat at the table. These are my tools. So here, this is what we're gonna work on today. We're gonna work on the final details of the leader. We're gonna do, I'm still trying to figure out what kind of colors I should put the soldiers' uniforms in. I don't want, the original coloring is green, and I'm not sure if I want to add more green to this piece. I want the Hulk to pop out. Cool. So that's kind of still what I'm thinking about. And that's it. I mean, we rocking with this thing. This is almost done. I can't wait to just sign it. I'm gonna try to, because I think once I put all that stuff down, it's basically noodling, and I'm not. You know what? I don't know. Let's just go. Cool. Happy Friday, everybody. I'm glad you're here. I'm gonna work on the leader, because if I don't, let's see if we can zoom in on that guy's face. That might be as close as we're gonna get. Good morning, Janier. How are you? It's hard to see because it's such a small detail. How big is that piece? Happy Friday, brother. Or Brodette. Happy Friday. 3 inches of detail. 3 by what? 2? 3 by 3? We'll do our best. Good thing is there's not a lot of detail to go there, but we want him to stand out. Clean my brush. I was watching a painting competition, as I mentioned almost every time I'm on stream, of portrait artists, and this one guy who was doing watercolor. He would paint, he would clean, and then he would resharpen the bristles of his brush by putting them in his mouth, man. That's dedication. All right. I don't know how this is gonna work. Because it's so small, and I don't want to put too much detail up here in a place where nobody's gonna see it. I just want to reinforce the lines here. So let's see if I can do that with this small brush. My thing is that I'm gonna want to put detail here. So I think I'm just gonna use this green here to do some reinforce the line art, and then I'm gonna go with a lighter green to do the insides. But I am not gonna do a lot of detail here. There's no point. It's too small. It's too small a piece. You just kind of need to know who it is. And I think if you're a fan of the Hulk, you're going to know exactly who it is. I think that works. Come on, brush. Yeah, I might have to reactivate these colors using my spray, which I didn't want to. Sometimes it's hard to control it once you start using the spray here. But this is just a really good sign that lets me know that it is over. It is over. And it's time to get some new paints squeezed into this palette. That works for me. It's just a small outline, so we can see. It's hard for you guys. I'm so sorry that that's what I'm drawing today or painting today, but that's what we're doing. I mean, I could just bring it up to the screen for you guys. If that's what you want, Here you go. Paint uncomfortable for you. It's kind of funny if you think about it. It's rare that an artist in his comfort zone looks comfortable when he's painting or drawing. We sit on the floor. Crisscross applesauce. We sit on the floor like a cat. We perch on tables, on chairs. We look like prawns. We look like shrimp when we're on our art tables. All right, what does he look like? All right. That's not enough. I don't want too much water in my brush, but I just want enough for it to blend and move. This thing is on repeat. Let's move that along. The problem that I'm having with this thing, with this cover, is that they used a lot of the same colors throughout the whole thing. Well, I guess, right, because the limitations of the time. But it's all the same colors the oranges and the purples, the blues. Well, I guess it harmoniously keeps you engaged, your eyes, but it becomes quite a boring palette. Caleb Reynolds, how you doing, bro? As I shuffle around on my mic. Hold on, man. Everything's falling apart today. I was tightening up. I promise. I was tightening up my microphone. I promise you. Let's give him that jumpsuit. Everything is dry on my palette, so let's see here. That's what I'm working on. So I'm thinking today is the last day for these colors, which is good. Sometimes I don't work too long on my pieces. I'm not like one of those artists. It's not like oils where you have to take days or weeks or multiple hours. I think the most I've done on any painting on one go is maybe 10 hours, 2 days, 10 hours. When I wasn't recording, I could go like 8 hours a day. But because I like to share with you guys and show you guys the process, most of my paintings are split into 2-hour segments. We really can't see any of that, so I'm gonna have to embellish later. Because you can't see that at all. So, and I don't know if my attention span can take long hours like that. Even if it's my work. There's a window. There's a creative window that I go through on any piece where it's just fresh and exciting and things are happening. There might be a new technique I find or discover for myself, not invented, because what can possibly be invented in the world of art right now? Everything's been done. But maybe this what am I thinking about? A technique that I haven't tried and all of a sudden it's working. Like this painting style of the Hulk. I don't paint like this. I used to see, there's a ton of amazing artists that do paint like that. This kind of like tiled, graphic looking. And they're very successful. This is the first time I try something like this. I'm a blender type of painter. I don't know why that's a thing for me, to be blending everything. It could be because of my history with charcoal and my... I'm going to put this here. With charcoal and graphite, how I draw and smudge and erase, and that's kind of like my jam. So my thing always with painting is blending to realism, and which is detrimental sometimes. Not even sometimes, a lot of the times. Because if you're not careful, and something that I have discovered is you will create mud on your painting. Alright, so I'm going to use a deep orange here to separate. And I'm going to use a smaller squared brush. But yeah, I want to, for this Friday, guys, I want to thank you guys. I have to. Not that I have to remind myself to thank you guys, but I have to remind myself to be appreciative Heyo. You know, you guys share with me one of the most precious things, and that's time. Time you can't get back. And some of you have been here watching me go through this stuff. Where is my brush? From the get-go, from the sketch, from the painting process. So this is what I've been working on all week. And if you guys have been here with me all week, man, I appreciate it. Where is my brush? Bunny, where is my super suit? I'm looking for a very small square brush. This is gonna have to do. But yeah, and thank you guys, man, sincerely. I can't say it enough. So, and I hope you guys don't get bored from me saying thank you all the time. Alright, so I'm just mixing a light blue here. This light blue, this is going to be for the leader's cockpit here. So it can stand out. It might be too blue. We're gonna find out together. So yeah, man, thank you guys always. Thank you, thank you. Thank you for sharing your love and for comics and being a nerd like me. Appreciate that. For appreciating the art form, for learning and going through this stuff with me. So thank you, man. And it's not, we're gonna keep going. I'm gonna start doing a different style of pieces, more realistic figure drawings, male and female. I'm gonna add some white there. Alright, I think we can experiment and play it around. He has a ton of stuff, colors in his cockpit here. Some deep oranges and yellows, some light purples, some light blues. So I'm just gonna mess around and see if I can match those in a way that's my own. I'm going to have to redefine that laser a little bit. Either with some red, some deep oranges there. So this is how we play around. Yagami Art says, yo. Yo back, Yagami Arts. Good morning from this side of the planet. I started drawing the smallest part of the piece in the morning, just in case people don't show up. So they don't miss anything when I move the camera down. Alright, what are we doing? We're doing red. I'm just grabbing a little bit of everything from my palette now that matches. That matches the reference, and I'm just... At this point, I'm not really being too judicious or bit more stuff. Is that right, Yagami? You got it. You got it. I love anime, man. Dude, or do that. I'm sorry. I don't want to presume. So, friend, I'm old school though. I don't dig a lot of the new stuff that's out there, and that's kind of a shame because some of the stuff is beautiful. Where is it? Give me a second. Bam! Like this. It's been a while. This is from 2 years ago. Using Gouache. So do you do videos or do you do live streams? But yeah, I might have to. But I appreciate the advice, man. And I've been looking for a reason to do some anime. I really have. I've been so it's my fault. It's my fault, brother. Daily life. But yeah, I love anime. And mangas, man. I'm old school. I got several volumes. 10 volumes of Fist of the North Star. I think Fist of the North Star would be dope. Dope. Alright, I'm gonna add some. Yeah, no. Yeah, dude, you caught me in a weird transition, Yagami. Because the beginning of my YouTube career was nothing but shorts. And then I went to narrative videos, and now it's basically I put shorts out every other day, Tuesdays and Thursdays, and then I'm live streaming Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. So, I just trust the process, man, and people will come, and if they don't, they don't. If they do, I greet them with open arms, and they are all welcome like yourself at the table. Not that I'm stuck in my ways or anything like that. It's just that I'm trying to find a work-life balance, which is easy because I don't work. So, but I do have a life, and editing videos, man, and shorts. Shorts are great, but they don't really attribute to your views. So, some people get tons of views on shorts, but man, I want engagement, brother. I want to talk to people. But it's all good. But I appreciate the advice. Thank you. Thank you, man. That just means that people care about what they see and what they want to see and the success of other people. That's rare. But yeah, I've been wanting to do... All you've done isn't just awaken that idea that I've been wanting to do anime and manga pieces more. With some funks. Anime character drawings with process. Gotcha. But yeah, like I said, old school. So it's gonna be a lot of Bleach. It's gonna be some Naruto. I think I can. I think I can do some bananas. Bananas. Fist of the North Star. Just kind of like let it happen. Let it happen. Well, I appreciate the advice. See you later. Bye. Happy Friday. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe, kid. Can't be coming in here giving out life advice and then not subscribe to see if I follow through. So now you gotta follow through with me. Anyway, have a fantastic weekend. Peace. All right. Where are we? I gotta add some black above this wall so that it can stand out more. And it's really not wall back there, it's kind of like atmosphere. So I can add the sharp black in the bottom. And then let it dissipate, just so it can stand out, because the wall gets lost. Yeah, that's better. Let's keep going that way. Okay. All right. Boop, boop, boop. Usually near the end of these sessions here, where you're just kind of like noodling around, are the hardest, because you don't know when you're done. Because you can just keep adding layer on layer. You're only done when you go, okay, I don't think I either. You really can't say, I think I'm done with this. It's like, I don't know what else to add. And I think that's when you're done. And then you'll wait a day and go, oh, I should have added that. Cool thing about this piece, there's because it's kind of like for funsies and messing around and trying out different things, especially with technique. So I've done nothing but learn, and I got out of my own head, man. When I finished drawing this, I liked the drawing so much that I almost talked myself out of painting it. And I want to paint. I am considering myself and labeling myself a painter, and then I'm like, well, I don't know if I want to paint it. Well, that's kind of like defeating the purpose, ain't it? And I want to get better. I want to be Ash from Pokemans. I want to be the best, man. Not better than anyone, better than myself. There you go. So we should all strive to be better than ourselves. Let the world do all the comparisons. Alright, I think it's time we can pull the camera back. You guys get to see most of it now. It's coming alive. I like it. I'm gonna leave that purple here. This is his back leg. I'm gonna leave it ghosting into the smoke there. I gotta add some color to this debris. I think we're good with the leader being as the way he is. What do we got? What other colors we got? I'm gonna use red and orange. So I added a little bit of drabs right there, yellow and orange. Primary? It wouldn't be a primary because it doesn't exist. They're trying to say this is vermilion. I love vermilion, but that doesn't look like vermilion to me. And this is a primary red. What am I going to do with that? I'm doing his, the laser beam. Add some water. The benefit of this palette, like I've been saying, is that 2, 8, 7, is that it allows your pigments to stay moist more often. You don't have to keep adding water, and it keeps your colors fresher. Sorry, I gotta keep moving stuff around. So you don't have to keep adding pigments. All right, here we go. I want to try to do more studies also, as I go from stream of consciousness to stream of consciousness. I need these to stand out. There's something really cool about gouache already. This yellow layer, this thing that's going on in the back of Hulk's head here where he got hit, that blast, I painted it on Monday. And because I have just some paint and a little bit of moisture in this brush, I can reactivate that paint underneath and blend it into the harsher, fresher colors, creating really cool gradients. Gradients in life, it all blends in together. All right, and it goes a little further. And it just slowly adds so much more life to what you're doing. Until your previous layers. Again, it's good if it's in the same range. Here I'm only messing around with reds, yellows, and oranges. If I start doing that with a different color, greens or blues, this will turn to mud because it's always alive. Unlike acrylic, where I can just lay it right on top. But there are amazing artists out there that use acrylic that are far better than me. Glenn Fabry, Beasley, all of these great painters that I admire and try to aspire to be like in their proficiency. I don't want to paint like them, but I want to be efficient and proficient and be able to put my skills and my techniques on display the way they do. But I'm just getting my deeper lines here. And then I'll start blending them in a bit more. If you don't want the colors to blend, you could avoid it by going a little softer with your movement, your brush movement, and going in one direction. But because I want it to blend, so I'm just kind of like grabbing the edges of it and just add some curvy crackle there. If you're not adding curvy crackle, are you even crackling? Nope. And that red makes everything else that's not red, green, pop. It made that laser a lot stronger. Heck yeah. I'm going to add a little bit of water. It still has some pigment in here. And what that's going to do is going to allow me to blend in some more. But I do not want to lose those yellow spots. Those yellow spots say that there's fire inside. Fire. Okay, I think we're good here. I gotta find out what color to put that debris, and I think I have it here. I'm just gonna use any of these dirty colors. I think that's the closest I have. I'm gonna mix some of this flesh tone to it. Why not? It's all dry and gross. I need some. I really don't care too much, because what all it's going to be is debris. Oh, I thought I cut it off. I just want variations, and this will be the inside. I just got to think of now of crack. You gotta think of the crack. It could be a little lighter, but again, I'm not sweating that too much. I don't think there's gonna be anybody looking at this going, man, look at the crack. Well, maybe there's a few. I'm just gonna lighten it up and give it some variety here in these edges. I'm gonna bring it up to the camera so you guys can see what I'm talking about. And here I can put some of the debris forward, meaning because it's closer to the light. It's pretty rough, but it's gonna dry. It's gonna dry all right. All right, let's get these bottom ones. I'm just making I'm just gonna randomly follow these patterns of those bricks. I'm not gonna do anything over the smoke, so I'm not too worried about that. But I don't want to take too much away. All right. I'm going to add some dark. Just for some shadow. We're moving along pretty well. I'm gonna add just a hit of highlight just to give it three-dimensionality here, here, and here. Here, 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 here. Chocolate chip sprinkles. All right. As you can see, I am trying to avoid these damn scam callers, man. All right. There really is no lines on these, on the Incredible font. But I wanted to stand out a bit. So I'm going to give it a drop shadow. but not too much. Yeah, I don't care too much for it. Can't even see it. This yellow needs more. Yellow gouache is it's a really finicky color. Probably one of the more finicky colors in the gouache family. It really is. You got to really work with it. So we're gonna use acrylic. Wow. For that. In 1 second, y'all. All right. I'm still trying to figure out what color I should do the soldiers. I may end up having to just do the color that's in, just use dark green. But I'm still not sure what to do. Like, I don't know how I was going to treat them. All right, I'm going to take this flesh tone. My dude's too plain here, so I'm just going to give him a little bit of and hopefully I don't ruin it. Give him a little bit more detail. That's not really going to stand out. I might end up having to put more lines on them than I wanted to. They unfortunately are kind of unimportant in the whole thing, but because they got wrecked. But I think they're not standing out because they're blending in too much. So let's see if we can build a new color for their suit. So I want to do, we could do khaki, right? Light green. I don't like that color. I just made an ugly color. It don't matter. We gonna make it work. Those doo-doo colors is what I'm gonna use on them. Wish me luck. They're kind of gray, so that works. It'll look like military drab. I think that works. You know, one thing that I'm actually enjoying about this piece here is that I'm leaving the canvas open on certain spots. I'm not painting throughout the whole piece. I'm letting the canvas breathe. Something that Bob Ross says a lot in his paintings about just let the canvas take what it wants. So many different just so many different ideas of painting, right? Load the brush, let the brush take, use what it wants, let the canvas take what it wants. So like, they make it seem like there's really no choice between the artist and the canvas. Or I guess they're trying to make it seem that it's okay to be spontaneous and free with it. Don't overthink it, just let it go. Accept what happens. I kind of like those approaches. I think that it's okay. I think beginning artists, including myself, especially painters, want to cover the whole palette, the whole canvas. And again, there's nothing wrong with that. But it may become frustrating. But you shouldn't let any of that frustrate you. All right, I'm going to add a little bit of brown for the bottom of the shoes. I kind of like that color. Somehow, that light green, that light blue, I can't, what the heck? Me no puedo hablar today. I can't talk today, guys. One of the things that I suffer through early on is that trying to cover the canvas, not letting any of it breathe. But I think it's all right to let it breathe. There's certain things that require it to do so. And I didn't know what type of painter I wanted to be. Did I want to be realistic in everything that I do? So was I going to do all the, intense blending, intense realism? Is that what I wanted? Sometimes it is. Is it just suggestiveness that we want to do? I don't know. In today's existential episode, all right, that's pretty good. Oh yeah, that's pretty good. So I'm now gonna add that other brown color I got that I mixed in here. So the main color I put on those soldiers' uniforms was this one. Don't ask me what it is. It has green, oranges, and reds. And now this one has a bit more yellow and red, so it's more brown. So that's what I'm gonna use. To see if I can make it happen. Alright, I'm gonna try not to butcher your name. Is it Kunika? Chauhan. Can I just call you Kunika? Hey, it's insane. Thank you. Are you calling me insane? This piece is insane. But I'm kidding. Happy Friday. How are you? Thank you for being here. And thank you for the compliment. What are we doing? What are we talking about? We're just talking about what the canvas wants, what the painted brush wants. But honestly, what do we want? I'm going to a Comic-Con tomorrow, and it'll be, if I am brave enough, I'm going to take my portfolio with me. And see what happens. Honestly, I just want to get it critiqued. 1. And 2, I would love for somebody to say, let's do something. I'm going to hire you. Let's give this dude a chance. I don't want a handout. I just need a hand. So it'll be really cool to talk to some professionals. Not that you guys aren't professionals. And go in as a fan, and see what happens. I'm going in as a fan first. Needs to be a little darker. Some variety in these shadows. I think that looks pretty good, dudes and dudettes. I'm almost done here, but what else? Let's see what else we can add. I'm going to add the yellow. This wall gets lost, but can I really add anything more? I think after this, it's just going to be noodling around. And what I'm going to try to do is I'm going to see if I can... let me see, I'm going to start this one. Create a post and see what you guys would like to notice. Kunika says, I hope someone notices you. It's really inspirational doing what you love and pursue. Yeah, I appreciate that, man, and I hope so. And I don't... It's not one of those things where it's make or break, right? I'm not going... It's not like a... It's not like a American Idol audition. Not like that. I'm going as a fan first, and there's some people there that I am looking forward to seeing and meeting and talking to, and they're lifelong professionals. So I just need to, I want to transition from fan to full-time pro, right? I have done covers before, book covers professionally. If you go onto Amazon and you type my full name, you'll see 3-4 of the covers I've done. And there should be 7 altogether, but I don't know what's holding up the publishers. But it is what it is. You get paid for it, and you give your babies away and let them do what they got to do. Yes, it is cool to shoot your shot. You miss every shot you don't take. I think that was Jordan that said it. How long have I been doing illustrations and posters? Professionally, I'm going to say with the last 10 years. As a hobby, almost 30. So, yeah, man. It's so much fun to do this. It'd be great to get paid to do the stuff you love, right? To be paid and do the stuff that brings you joy. Here's some other ones. I'm going to set this up. Here. There's a magnet. And a lot of the stuff that I've been doing lately is comic book style posters and stuff. But I'm going... My love for art isn't just comic book stuff. I try to make them realistic and graphic and... What's the word I'm looking for? Unique. Adding realism to what's not real. What's up, Saboteur? What's up, Charlie? Chuck. But yeah. I gotta make prints of these. I don't have prints of these because they're on artboard. That's gonna be something that I'm gonna do more often as well. I'm gonna be keeping my medium on artboard. To make them unique. And I gotta sign these. Put a stamp on them. And of course, Joe Fix It. So this is what I was asking on my pinned comment there. I'm asking if you guys prefer the smooth, blended look. So this is kind of like what I go for. That patch. This is what I've been developing in the last 2 years. This blended, realistic, not realistic, I guess, but what's another one? Or the raw brushstrokes. Like this came out. I wasn't expecting to do this technique, this style of painting. And I did it this way because I don't... Green is a very... Green and yellow and that family of colors is very weird for me when it comes to blending. I've had some highs and lows when it comes to that. Mainly lows. Considering I draw the Hulk a lot. But one of my more successful Hulk paintings is in green. Here, I'll show you. Mi amor, are you going to do another Peru? Yeah, I am. Alright, this should be dry. I love gouache for that. That bad boy is dry. So this is the book I'm taking with me. And when I already know I should reduce the amount of pieces that are in here. They say, you know, bring the best 20 or 10 or something like that. And bring the stuff you're proud of. But I'm not one of those dads. I'm proud of all my kids. Here you go. Bam. So this piece here, this whole piece. So I'm trying to showcase a lot of my paintings more than anything. And then they'll be able to see my pencils after. Of course, I'm going to show off the collaboration of Schmel and Chuck Gibson. Showing off my pencils with my paints together. What I really want to do by showing this stuff, I feel like a little kid again, and not a little kid, but like a young artist again. I kind of know what I want to do. I kind of know where I want to take my life through as an artist, as a creator, as a painter, all of those things. And showing my stuff to people that don't know me who have better things to do than to look at other people's portfolios. I might need to hear some of the more unfiltered advice. That sucks. That's different. Work on your composition is really what I'm looking for. I don't know if it'll break me if they say everything's fantastic. Keep moving. I don't know what'll be worse, if they love everything or they hate everything. I don't know which side of the fence I want them to be on. Because I feel like if they love everything, I'm going to be like, well, then what have I done with my life? Why doesn't anybody buy my stuff? Why don't I get right? That's going to introduce those thoughts. So I think realistically, I need to hear your compositions off. This is who you should take a look at. Like, I need to know the stuff I don't know. You know? If that makes sense. Anyway, what was I going to show you? So, I'm going to showcase my paintings first, because I think that'll be an easier way to ease myself through something professionally. I'll be able to paint that. I can paint that. It's the other stuff. Comic artists are probably not going to want to have me do pencils because I don't do interiors. I do pinups and I do covers. So, I got to be realistic about that as well. All right, we was talking about the whole. And I got to say, this dude right here, Mr. Saboteur, I appreciate you, man, and everything that you've done and encouraged me on. Because you're a true professional and someone I haven't met considered a friend, because you don't send me BS stuff. You actually send me things that ads or hey, somebody's looking for something, so you should check out these channels, you should check out these people. And every one of those things has equaled a positive. And I got to thank you, because without some of those kicks in the backside and those nudges out the door, your boy would have just been here complacent and okay, this is where I sit. This is the plateau I'm going to pitch my tent in. And you have been, in the short amount of time that we've met and spoken, and you seem to go, don't get comfortable here, check out that spot. Don't get comfortable here, check out that spot over there, they're looking for this. You know how to do that. So, thank you, sir. Thank you very much, man. I appreciate you. I'm not crying, you're crying. So yeah, as I was saying, green. And this is more my style. That blended look. Almost overworked, almost hidden in the shadows. And I look at some of these things, and with the way I did this Hulk, because I was following a reference, and I think I understand. One is more out of respect for the original design. And that technique is more of a result of me not wanting to overwork or overblend and create mud. Green is a fickle pigment. Fickle pigments on a Friday fickle pigment. Anyway. But I know that in time I would be able to blend all of those colors and make it more three-dimensional, make it more rounded the way these are. It's just a matter of time, really. Time and technique. I don't know if it's technique, but it's just time and effort. But this stands out so much more dramatically. It could be the colors. This one stands out more emotionally. I don't know. I might have to put this up as and see what you guys think. Can you tell I love the Hulk? Can you tell? I really do like that color though. This one stands out so much more than all of them, and it's because of the I didn't over blend them, but the gradients are there. So I really don't want to change my style, but I do appreciate that. This might be a great way to start as I blend, because you can tell the difference between this blending and the blending up here. Y'all see that? Y'all know what I'm talking about? Anyway, what are we doing here? I'm gonna do the yellow on the Hulk with acrylic. I'm gonna find some highlights to put on the soldiers getting crushed, and then I'm gonna sign it. We're gonna go from there. This one here, right? So, no, you don't have to be an artist to appreciate it or to have an opinion on it. I think it's all in the eye of the beholder anyway. But thank you for your honesty, and I appreciate that. These are some other projects I'll be doing. I think I'm going to start this Doom next week. Or Chitara, one of the two. Maybe we'll do something completely different. We'll see what happens. All right, let's work on. I'm just gonna switch my palette just so I can use yellow. It's an acrylic and I don't want to mix it with my gouaches even new. I thought these have been unused for quite some time. I thought this one and this one I think is going to be all right. That it was going to be super dry, and I shook it and squeezed it, and almost ruined my carpet. Even the yellow acrylic looks watery. All right, let's go. Did the Hulk's logo always have the bricks superimposed in them, or is that from a different book? You guys know what I'm talking about? Yeah, even the yellow acrylic seems translucent. It's not doing much of a difference here. The yellow one, the second sketch was really good. Chitara. Yeah, I haven't done a lot of sensitive or sensual drawings or paintings lately. SLI. I did Rogue the other day and Catwoman. I might have to mix this yellow with something else. But thanks. So I might do that. I'm gonna do more figure drawings anyway. But I'm gonna have to blur or find a way to be respectful and not have YouTube hit me with a ban or cease. These social media channels are so weird because they can have so much questionable content. And nothing gets removed, nothing gets flagged. And if you accidentally slip a nip, banned. I mean, that's not what my content is. But as an artist, I'm willing to expand what I show and how to show. So, I don't know. This yellow's not doing anything, but that's okay. Now just keep adding layers. There's a gentleman I follow, Rob Norton there. He was showing a book, art book, but it was I guess it was from Penthouse Art, which is still art. And he tried to hide as much as possible while he was sharing it. There was something seen, and YouTube froze his account for a week. The standards and practice of all these social medias is so ass backwards sometimes. Anyway. Thank you, baby. Thank you, sugar. I gotta wait for this to dry. It really is interesting going from using two different mediums and trying to use them in the same way, and it doesn't quite work that way. You know, I've been saying about how I think I'll be okay with if I was to transition back to acrylics, and just having the trouble I'm having adding yellow to this painting is kind of like, well, maybe I should just stay in my lane. Stay in my lane, man. All right. Boop, boop, boop. I'm gonna scooch this. Leave that aside. But I think that's pretty much it. Everything else is gonna be noodleage. I could probably do more debris. I don't know if I wanna. Coffee's hot. Oh no, it's good. You don't have to whisper. My honey, being polite to the stream. She don't gotta whisper. All right. I gotta keep my elbows up off the table and off of the yellow that I just added, but I need to add some white here to emphasize some power. Maybe, you know what? Let's mix these things in. We're almost done here, so we can play fast and loose. Gonna add a little bit of yellow on his nose. Yellow and white. Yeah, man. So I have been. I'm curious of how this is gonna go tomorrow. Like I said, it's not like it's a job interview. It's not like there's anything. I'm really kind of selling it low to myself, just in case they're brutal. But I think that's what I need. Yeah, I think it's what I need. It's definitely something I need. If I'm gonna be trying to not compare, because comparison is the killer of creativity, man. But acknowledging and looking up to, that's something else. To these artists like Fabry and Beasley and Teixeira and so on and so forth. I gotta step out of it and get it done. So I'm constantly thinking about what the next piece is going to look like. How hard should I go? Do people want to see something like this, or do they want to see... Like, I don't want to do... I don't know what I want to do. Tell you the truth. I just want to do. Stop thinking about what other people want to see and just put into the world the things that I want to see. And hopefully it attracts like-minded people. I'm just adding little dabs of light up here so it'll look like he's looking into a console. Him being the leader. Bap, bap, bap. This is pretty straightforward in the on the reference. And I really don't know why I'm using acrylic, but I'm using it. I was using it just for the yellow and the Hulk logo, but I'm going to use it here because I want it to pop. And it may stand out a bit more. Some highlight here on the soldier. Just a bit. You know what? No, I'm not going to do it. Trying to remove some of that harshness from the white by going over it with the yellow, and it looks a little bit more pleasing to the eye. I know it's a bit difficult to see from where you guys are, just because the camera's pulled back so much. But adding the yellow over the white is a bit more realistic. Realistic for the whole. But this brush, man, that is going to be always the rub. Using cheap or inexpensive brushes, you're gonna be. You might have to struggle with them a bit, or slow down. Not a lot. I gotta be careful. Like I said, gouache is always alive, so. Yeah, bro. Kunika. Somebody else said the same thing about doing some more anime and manga stuff, and I agree because I love the stuff. I'm not against it. I love manga and anime. But I don't know if it'll attract a younger viewers. One, because the stuff that I like is old, right? Fist of the North Star. You know, DBZ's Universal. Bleach, Bleach and Naruto are probably the most recent stuff that I've seen. I've done some One Punch Man art. So, what was I going to use this for? No, I can't remember. So yes, I agree. And I'm going to do some. I mean, I've so yeah. There. Great work. Thank you. And happy Friday. But yeah, man, yes. I am aware kind of with the young hello fellow teenagers. So but yeah, I know all that stuff will come. I think that also I'm having fun, you know, and that's the one thing I do not want to substitute. You know, I'm not falling apart mentally about it. It's just one of those. It's just one of those things, man. That's all. Adding some details, obviously, to those the debris, the cracks, because they get lost in here. But yeah. And you're not lying. One of my first live streams. One of my first live streams. Some youngin came on and said, "Can you draw?" And I can't remember the Pokemon he mentioned. Right? And it's like, what was I drawing at the time? I can't even remember what I was drawing at the time. It was definitely nothing cute. But yeah, you're out there, man. Looks great, Mello. Thank you, Saboteur. Saboteur, I bet you missed me spending 5 to 10 minutes earlier today talking about how much I appreciate you. So now, you're gonna have to rewatch this. 1, to make sure I'm not lying, and 2, to hear what I said. But yeah, man, thanks, brother. Dude, we have to find a way. You gotta let me paint one of your covers, one of your pieces. I gotta find a way to to do, what am I thinking about? To transfer artwork onto these artboards where I don't have to draw them. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? But there's an amazing printer that I saw. Flatbed printer. And you can print on canvas. And I'm sure you can print on artboard. So you can do all your stuff digital, scan it, or you can paint it for realsies, scan it, and then print it on a canvas. That'd be kind of dope. It's a couple of $1,000. I just need, a couple of thousand. Just give me 8,000. Let me get a couple of 8,000s so that I can get that stuff. What was I thinking? But I think the only way now would be to do the whole either carbon paper or the printout with all the graphite in the back and then you tracing on top, or doing the grid. But doing the grid kind of, unless you yeah, that'd be dope. Like if you was to send me a print or an image, I'm going to I'll most likely just print it out on 11 by 17 and then spray fixative over it, throw my clear gesso on top of it, and paint it right over the printout. Because Bristol is really good. I'll probably use the vellum just because it's thicker than I would the smooth variety. This guy gets lost here. I'm gonna have to darken this here. So, you know what I'm talking about? Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. All right, so that's how I would do it. I'll blur it out. I don't have to be PG-13. Can it be like what is it? MA-17? Give me something that can show my mama. Yeah, I can't paint it with my eyes closed. Doom, 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 doom. What are you using as inspiration for? Is there a specific cover that I can look at? Not the just so I can see what you're referring to with the two color process. It's so cool that you are what's the word I'm looking for? Like embracing that era, not just in the kind of like the subject matter, but the materials. All right, that adds variety. I'm gonna bring it further down, just so it can look like bricks or something. I think we good. All right, sorry I got quiet. I just need to add a little bit of variety back here. I really don't have to. Ain't nobody really paying attention back here, but it's not what I wanted. But what's cool about these, because there's so much water, the way it dries is gonna help. I just don't want it on his clothes. Close that. Now I gotta think about it. Now I gotta think about it. Dude, did I show you the large canvas I'm working on? I'm not even drawing on it. I should have been drawing on it because I need to add more detail. It's 18 by 24, and it's in the amalgam of Magneto and Galactus. And I definitely feel like I may have bit off more than I can chew simply because I didn't really enjoy drawing on canvas in the first place. And then I went ahead and grabbed the biggest damn canvas I got. So right now it's just a drawing. I'm going to go back in here and add some of the... Keep drawing the details. You know what? What do you guys think? I think we're done with this. What I'll do is I'll just grab that and just start working on it. Clear up my desk. And do some drawing with y'all. It's Friday. Let's make it happen. Let me clear up. That goes here. That goes here. Yeah, I'm gonna let this settle. I'll sign it. There's some stuff I got going on in it. Actually, that's gonna look pretty good. I'm gonna add some more details later, but I think this is good, guys. I appreciate you guys hanging out and watching this thing with me. I'm gonna put it aside. I'll show some posts of when it's 100% done. All right. I'm gonna have to move the camera up all the way up so you guys can see. I got like three projects ongoing. One that I haven't started on that I want to. I'm over here going, I'm not an internal artist. We'll post this, that, and the other, and I'm trying to do a 2-page spread, full cover of X-Force 97, the X-Force team from the animated show. Are you guys watching X-Men 97? That season 2 is so good so far. My bootleg comic? No, bro, it's just an image. I don't do comics like that, not yet. I gotta move everything out the way. I don't know if I can get the whole piece on the... Let me see. Ay, carajo. Bootleg Magneto. My bootleg. I should. You know, I really should. I don't understand my trepidation for it. I have a ton of comics, and I always judge myself against some of the better comic artists, right? Because that's what we do. The generational heroes. But man, I got a few comics in my collection. And even on some of these omnibuses where they had the second string or the third string artists come in there and help out. PU. No, I'm just kidding. But I'm like, Mel, just freaking do it, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I hear you, bro. Like, just do it. No matter how it looks. That's the one thing I haven't done yet. Sapo and listeners and watchers. It's one thing I haven't done yet. I haven't kind of like jumped full tilt into sequential art to do it. And it's driving me nuts. And it's nobody's fault but mine. Also, I blame the creators I hang around with because their stuff is so good. Their stuff is so freaking good that it puts me on this like on edge. Because what are they going to say? You know what they're going to say? Hey Mel, keep your day job. Stick to paints. Stick to painting covers, bro. Leave the cool stuff to us. I'm assuming that's what Salvatore would say. I need darker pencils. Been messing with these. I'm gonna keep using them until Arteza hooks me up. These are woodless graphite. I don't know if you can see that. It's blurry. It's blurry. Can you? Yeah, and you're right, Sabo, because I've learned more from my failure in certain paintings than when things go well. You know, I won't be doing that again. It's when it's successful. When you go through something that's successful, the hardest part about it is retaining the experience. Retaining that bit. Because it came easy, it's hard to go. If it's difficult, if it's challenging, you remember it. DW, good morning. They would encourage and help? I don't know. You don't know the guys I hang with. No, I'm kidding. Virtually hang out with, anyway. Yeah. And yeah, I'm the only one that's stopping me from doing it. All I have is excuses. I don't have any reasons. All I have is excuses. Can I say, off topic, as much as I love Kirby and Galactus and all that stuff, Galactus's design is trash. Oh, the amount of stuff he got all over, the tchotchkes all over Galactus's body and helmet is like, the frick, man? Big old chef's hat. Big old freaking chef's hat. I wish I knew what the original concept, because maybe then I'll go, okay, I got you now. Nah, man. Should not hang with him? Yeah. Yeah, nah. I hear you. No, they're all encouraging. I'm just messing with you. They're all encouraging, and some more than others. good ribbing don't hurt nobody. I grew up the youngest cousin from a gaggle of cousins, and was bullied and made fun of for a long time. Believe me, I can take it. I'm dropping stuff. Yes, Sabo, you're absolutely right. I have been adopting that thinking more often. I don't want to regret not doing it. I don't get to travel. I don't get to go places where I want to. And those things in life, in the end of it all, I'm gonna be like, man, that sucks. But there's certain things that I can't control. Right? Some is expensive. That type of stuff. Life happens and you can't do it. I get it. I'm okay with those. I would love to. I hope things will change in my from now on to the end of the end of my days. But I have accepted that fate. This, though, the creative journey is mine, right? I have the oars, I have the boats, I have everything around me that I need to draw and paint anything I want and do the things that I want. And if I don't do those or the things that I've ever always wanted to do, then shame on me, man. So yeah, yes. We only have, quite honestly, I'm in my mid-40s. What do we got? Another 40? Another 40? Like, realistically? Oh, let's get this. How about a morbid Friday? Let's have a midlife crisis Friday on a very special Freeform Friday. Maybe another 40 years to do this before my hands give out, before my mind gives out, before all my bad decisions in life come back to haunt me. So I can't lose any more time. So yes. He said 15. No, man. DW says that he likes it. So I'm being harsh. I like the way Galactus looks. I really do. When you're drawing him, though, and you're trying to keep him close to his design, then you go, oh, that's terrible. Why does he have a visor? Why is there a hole in the top of his coconut? Where's all these things going? Why does he have this piece over his eyes? What are these? Like, I don't understand what Kirby's design processing was. But his stuff is iconic, so I'm just saying that as an artist. That's like Eddie Murphy's joke about doing the moonwalk. Eddie Murphy says that the moonwalk is a stupid dance, and he says it's stupid because he can't do it. So and for the reason why I've been drawing him lately, I know I'm just mad because the amount of times that I've drawn him, I can't do it right. He's one of those characters where if you don't follow his architectural patterns in his designs, it stands out. So I don't know why I have been drawing him lately. I think this dude is right because he is freaking cool ass character, and we haven't seen him done right, even in that news Fantastic Four movie. He's just really freaking cool, really. So when I was doing this, is actually a redraw of something I did, I think a year ago. I'll show you. One sec, peeps. Have fun, sweetheart. Call me if anything. Alright, where is it? Boop. Is it here? Is it here? Is it here? Nope. So this was the original piece. And I just wanted to redo it. And I just remember finding it so difficult just to keep his OG design. And I have the books, I've just been looking at it. Yeah, his New Gods, there's something else he did that Image tried to redo for him. I can't remember. Anyway, this is a redo of this. So when I was redoing this piece, I did the eyes in a way that looked like Galactus's, looked like Magneto's helmet, and I'm like, and I've been doing Magneto a lot too lately. So I was like, man, that looks really cool. I'm gonna keep it. I think I'm gonna keep it. NID. Yeah, thanks, man. This was supposed to be my black ink only. It didn't stay that way. Here, let me see if I can. Quick little. There goes another Hulk, a She-Hulk. I love that face. It's so good. So it's supposed to be, both of these were supposed to be, no, that was Gouache. It makes me laugh how small this piece is. I think it was the Forever People. I can't recall. Not that one. This one. Look how small that is. That is hilarious. All this flipping. I think it was the Forever People. And did the cover always look like that? Or did you? No, this is washi tape. This is the original cover. This black. And I had this washi tape. I was trying to be all artistic. I did the same here. I like this one better. The Dread. I like these punches of color. The Penguin. I'm not following any of the absolute Batman, and I know like that's the thing right now. I just can't make myself do it, and it is what it is. There's so many other artists doing it today. I leave it to them. I love the traditional. I love the 60s version, and I would rather try to modernize for me what they would look like. I'm gonna do. He looks kind of like a. What's that oil tycoon? I can't remember. I'm not gonna do a voice. Some Akira. Oh, where those cats had to be like, do anime. There's still pencils underneath, but I did the pencils really light, and this was me. This was my way of practicing my Pentel brush pens. I'm gonna do more of these. I wanted to finish these. If you don't do Wolverine, right? Man, he is hirsute. Hirsute. I've shown that one before. Biggie Smalls is the illest. I love every time that they show this clip, season 1 of X-Men 97. There's my version of Frankenstein, using dialogue from the book. Beware, for I am fearless, therefore powerful. Und Dr. Freeze. Oh, so this is a funny story. I wanted to draw the expression of someone blowing a kiss. It just didn't work well. So I almost made it as if, I think I told the story already. Like she was spitting in her hand. But I like there's certain things about this. I like the way that looks. I know that I can enhance some of that, some color. I went too light with the gouache. It was too much water, and it didn't adhere. So I don't know what the heck. I don't know what the heck I was doing. There goes the Mysterio. There goes. It's the first thing I did with my Artesas. The Sabretooth, Galactoid, John Cena, if he was in a 1940s noir. Him and this lady go together. Oh, you mean the one with the deal? Yeah. I don't know. Maybe it was the hand. Maybe that thumb is off. Maybe the light. There was something about looking at this that just didn't work well for me. But yeah, these go together. I just love how different they look with the backgrounds. So this was my ink. This was supposed to be my gouache only. I think it's still gouache only. I like the gray ones too. This was supposed to be Gouache Portrait Studies. I started this in February 16, 2024, and I never finished it. Something weird happened with these because the most unfortunate thing happened to me. They were successful. These were one of my first few after my X-Men, my weird looking X-Men redraws of Cyclops, Jean Grey, and Beast. I did this. And I was like, I freaking did it. I know what I'm doing. I felt really good inside. Then I went and did this guy. As soon as I finished painting this and it dried, I turned the page and I drew this, and I had the vision and everything, and it was ready to go. Came out successful. And then I thought, oh heck yeah, this is my jam. And then it just, everything after this was such a drag. It was such a humbling experience. And people might say this and be like, oh, this dude is talking trash. But I tell you, the stuff that came up in the days and weeks after this, I was like, I don't know what the heck I'm doing. Why am I even trying this? Another doom. It was so bad. The next piece was so bad I actually tore it out. And then I drew this piece. This was a week later. That was on the 19th. This was on the 24th. So in between the 19th, 5 days, I lost everything. I couldn't draw straight. I couldn't paint anything. I couldn't blend. I didn't know what the heck I was doing. I thought it was like, oh, I'm a natural, sis. Nope. And I've had this drawing here for 2 years, and I never painted it. Can I say something now? Your boy's not messing around. I'm not a toot your own instrument type of dude, or honk your own horn, whatever people want to say. But I'll find pieces that are similar. And this isn't bad, but that's bad. Uppercase B bad. Yeah, and I don't expect to be sharp all the time. I'm actually, quite honestly, waiting for the other shoe to drop. I have been pretty consistent lately and pretty okay and happy with a lot of the stuff that I'm doing. I am waiting for that other shoe. I'm waiting for an art block. I'm waiting for that creative wall. And I'm not waiting in anticipation. I just know that it's coming. I'm not wishing it to come. I'm not wishing it to happen. I'm not hoping that it comes anytime soon. I just have this understanding about me and my cycles as a creator that it's gonna come. And a part of me wants it to, because I think I need a break. But I'm riding on this wagon until the wheels come off. Because like Lesabo there says, we only have a certain amount of summers, a certain amount of springs left, and winters. We ride it. We ride it. All right, let's go. So I ended up reverting back to a lot of simple stuff. Single color, very washy, and then relying on inks after, and very little inks. I was very, I mean, I'm not saying this looks bad, but when I tell you guys that my confidence level was really low, and I felt like these were, I don't want to say simple. I don't want to use those terms because I don't want young artists to be like, I can't do that. How can he call it? How can he give it negative connotations to this? But what I'm referring to is emotionally as a creator. That we do go through those roller coasters, and sometimes the stuff that looks good to us isn't. Move that because I ain't trying to show no leg. I gotta move this up. There's so much. All right. So yeah, it was very washy, I wasn't confident, so I relied on, okay, my pencils are there, let me just stick to my pencils. Like, just because I can't paint doesn't mean I can't draw, but sometimes I can't draw for nothing. Same here. Keep it simple. I went to go in super simple. Look at just the small bit of light. That little. That's it. That's all the confidence I had in rim light. I like the face though. And this is in October, so your boy's you're back there being comfortable. And this when I overworked. I lost the proportions when I started adding the paint, and I couldn't fix the hat. My femme fatale. A year later. And this, man, I didn't do that. This was in March of 2025, and then January. Farting out horses. It's such a weird thing to talk about because people even I do it when I would listen and watch to people that I follow that are artists who dog themselves, and I feel like sometimes that dude's just or she's just trying to relate to. It's real. it's real. I really don't know how I'm gonna put the details in this thing. He ain't got no upper lip. Easily remedied. Well, the good thing about this is I can hide a lot of this in shadow. DW says, art equals an emotional roller coaster. I have been going through a major low and feel like I lost any ability I had and perhaps never understood anything at all. Oh man, don't do that. Don't do that. Is it art block? Is it But I hear you. Sometimes we need a break. Sometimes we actually do need a break. That's why one of the hardest feelings is of expecting to stop on this roller coaster that I'm in. I have gone through some art blocks earlier in the year. One of the things that I ended up doing was being okay. I'm not gonna draw anything, but stay creative, if that makes sense. Keep doodling, keep figuring something. Read something that you like. Look at artwork from somebody you like and try to copy it, study it, or look at something else I look at a lot of movies and animation, and that helps me too. But sometimes it just means you need a break. And we have to listen to those things. I wonder, should I use these? Use my French curls. I'm only using these really so I can get keep an eye on these highlights. Because I'm not really looking at the reference to the faces anymore, or to his suit. I think I have enough. I'm not going to do his little visor, and I'm not going to do that because it's kind of like an amalgam. So, and because it's an amalgam, I don't have to hold true. You could do that too, bud. I don't know if that's gonna work, but I'm gonna leave it there. I've been barely drawing for several weeks, and my motivation spark has diminished. Like I want to create things, yet whenever I try and draw, I lose all energy. Things just turn out. Yeah. I hear you. I hear you, DW. Trying to think of ways, and I don't want to control your creativity, and I don't ever want to do that. But if there's anything I can help, man. That can help too. Absolutely. I appreciate. Hey, you're welcome. You're very welcome. It's freaking. These antennas, man. I don't know what these are. Why do you have these, Galactus? You know, the thing I think what helps me is because I end up doing all these comics and cartoon stuff that one thing I said it's like it's that it was easy, or that I wouldn't run out of ideas because they're not my ideas in the first place. And I was saying that in reference to all this comic book stuff that I'm drawing. None of the creations are mine. None of that is mine. So it's not as painful. But I hear you, man. Once you start doing your own things and trying to get your own ideas, and try to get those out of your coconut. I've been it's not mine, but I've been struggling to try to get these visions of David and Goliath out of my head. And I don't mean out of my head to stop thinking about them, but to put them on paper. I've done maybe 6 or 7 different iterations and versions of what I want to do. Some graphic, some not. I had one, and I'll show you guys if you want to see it, of David standing over a decapitated Goliath, which is biblically accurate, I guess. Let me see, I'll show you. Ooh, that was close. Almost spilled my coffee. What is going on, Mr. Glitch? We just shooting the shit and trying to end the weekend, end Friday, the week in a high note. Where is it? There you go. There you go, DW. Don't. This guy is encouraging you to draw. You know what he's saying? Is that pencil sharpened? Take a screenshot of that, bud. Is your pencil sharpened? Is that pencil sharpened, or are you just happy to see me? Yeah, man. Maybe it's the height thing that just keeps bringing me to him. So there was this one I was designing, and I was just intrigued by the body, like the death pose. So I was trying to mess around with planes, but then I got a little bit out of control with Galactus's head there. And then I have David up here. Oopsies. But I was, yeah, so you're probably right, man. It's in my head. Maybe that's why. Ah, here's another one. Same idea. I kind of like this one. I should paint that picture. I'm gonna have to paint this and make I'm gonna have to paint it. I got so much stuff out here. Do. No. Where did I draw it on? I knew I drew it on a sketch pad. I must have. No, no, no. There goes Galactus' face again. Ah, here. Here you go. These are the, for this giant piece. I was going to put out a Power Cosmic. This is an actual shot of the comic of one of his first appearance. When he's talking trash to the I think he's talking trash to the Watcher, letting him know, mind your business. I think that was him just appearing over the planet, and then I ended up I used this one in the bottom of him about to take a munch. I'm gonna do a Sergeant Rock soon. Now I can't find it, and I'm a bit disappointed, but that's all right. The other piece I had was David, and I used a baseball pitcher from second base image. So he's just finished throwing the ball towards the plate, and I used that for momentum for the slingshot shot. The slingshot shot. And it came out good. Now I can't find it. Shame on me. Shame on me. Galactus. Wow, none of this is kind of like. Yeah, is that your pencil? You're happy to see me. Whatever you can use to stay encouraged, man. Respectfully. I don't know if I'm going to put that. Magneto has this like weird filigree on his helmet. Don't know if I'm going to do that. He took a screenshot. Uh-oh, I'm in trouble now. I'm going to be using a ton of paint for this. Nah, yo. You just being nice. I don't do that many self-portraits. But I might have to start for practice. For practice. I got a mirror in front of me. Not because I'm vain. How you doing? You see it right here. Oh, that looks 3D. In the background. Oh, like in what am I thinking about? Like in help me out, brain. Like in Shira, that little owl creature. Did you find me? Well, the best thing about Galactus's design is that you're never wrong. Because it don't exist. Yeah, man, Phoenix the cat in the background. Mellow the cat. That'd be my mascot. Is your pencil sharpened? Where is my other... Oh, this is the one you want. I shouldn't be sharing with you guys any of this stuff. Bam! There you go. All in pen. No dry lip. Ooh, that one's terrible. No, man, that's all you, brother. There's websites for that, man. You don't have to look for that here. You're not gonna find any of that here. Here, that he disapproves. That's for you, Homer. He disapproves. And shenanigans is not welcome here, sir. But how long has it been? 2:30? All right. Yeah, this is going to be long goings. So I appreciate you guys. I will not be here later on today. So enjoy your Friday, guys. Enjoy your weekend. But in a very special Arts of the Round Table, I might be on Sunday night. So, you guys ain't doing nothing? Keep an eye out on your YouTubes. And I might be on. It's gonna be late too, because I got some errands to run, but in late night. So instead of resetting for the evening, I might jump on here and do something. Start a piece, end a piece. Who knows? We'll figure it out together. I don't know what that is. I'm following lines here for no reason. That's Kirby Crackle for sure. Jane, appreciate you, man. Yeah, like I said, it's probably be late night in the evening. Yeah, we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. I'll share with you guys, and we'll see gals, and we'll see about what we can do. Either we can start something new, finish something old. It could be freeform. It could be Q&As. Whatever it is, man. And maybe we can do some. I'll put up some figure art. We could do a art class on a Sunday. So we can expand what we do here. Because although, yes, I do a lot of comic book stuff, but that is not the only type of passion that I have for art. Figures and portraits, realistic or not, cartoon or not. So, give you guys every facet of what we do here. That is the point of art of the round table. Talk about any type of discipline. And we'll figure it out. Are you very welcome, DW? I'm glad. Don't beat yourself up over that stuff, man. It's like you said, it's a roller coaster, and it happens to us all. We stay on that roller coaster no matter how loud we yell in between the dips. The anticipation of when that cart starts going up on that ramp. And the exhilaration of dropping. So, we're there together, bro. So I appreciate you. And have a fantastic weekend. I'll let you guys know what happened on Saturday at that Comic-Con. And let me show you guys the piece we finished today. Finished the whole piece. Look how small that thing is compared to Jinkies. I don't know about you guys, that looks professional. I should put it up for sale in my coffee shop. Let me know if that's something that you would like to do. I do prints, but I am willing and always willing to sell original pieces on my coffee shop. And that'll be dibs for the people that watch my show. First come, first serve, obviously. But I will be scanning this. I want to keep this. I'm going to see if I can print this out for tomorrow. I don't know if I'll have a chance to, but... Excuse me. The only thing left to do is sign it. And I think, I mean, it's not 100% in terms of finished, but I think it's good enough for me. The way that came out. Did you ever put up prints of the other Hulk painting or the Batman Gordon? Yes. So those two pieces are in my Etsy shop. The Hulk and the New Year old friend of Batman and Commissioner Gordon is there. You can see my Ko-fi shop right there. Bing. And I'll put up on screen my links to my socials. You can follow me here. Go to the store there. And I appreciate you guys. Always. I don't always pimp my store. Yes, I'm a terrible salesman because money always is the root of all evil. And I do not want that to come in between what we have here. You guys' support and your watching and your communications with me and your chats with me are priceless. But if you ever want to give a little something, your boy won't turn it down. So, braka. Oh, you know what may have happened? They may have ran out on my Etsy. I may not have updated them, so I'll take a look and make sure they're there. And that is sweet of you, man. I appreciate you. But yes, thank you guys very much. Have a fantastic weekend. I'm going to let the music play me out. There's only a few more seconds left to go. Have a great weekend, you guys.